Hey fam, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden.
And we're coming to you live
With the vibe.
Come join the tribe.
What tribe?
J Tribe.
Hey, what's good, family?
What's good, family? Today we are back with another spicy topic.
That's right.
That's right. Before we get into tonight's topic, let's go ahead on and give the people the disclaimer, baby.
If you are a part of the He-Man Woman Hater Club,
or the I Don't Need a Man clan,
get your ass out of here.
To the left, to the left.
Be gone and don't come back.
Disrespectfully.
Let's work.
That's right. Also, if you hate accountability, this is not going to be your show.
Keep it moving.
Also, children, this is an adult show.
And that includes children that are 18 and over.
Yes. Those 18 and above children, y'all can't be here either.
No bummer clots allowed.
Please. However, if you like to have a good time, you like to get your laugh on and hear a different perspective from a married couple, then you're in the right spot.
That's right, fam. That's right.
That's right. So without further ado, let's go ahead on and get off into tonight's topic.
Ooh, we got a spicy one.
We sure do. So tonight's topic, are Black conservatives the problem? It's time to leave the political plantation.
Whoa.
So I'm sure some of you all have seen on social media, Amanda Seales did a debate with several Black conservatives, and let's just say it had a lot of mixed opinions. Some people were like, Amanda Seales killed it. Some people were like, oh, the conservatives killed her. So we're definitely going to give our perspective and our take on the whole political landscape, especially when it comes to the Black community.
They say 2 things you are not supposed to discuss. And we're going to discuss one of those topics, which is politics.
Yes.
They say don't talk about it.
Right.
But guess what? We ain't scared.
No.
We ain't running. We're going to talk about it.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about Black conservatives. Yes, they do exist. They are out there. And if you are a Black conservative, you're welcome here.
Yes.
However, if you see something that gets under your skin, we ain't trying to piss you off.
No.
We're just showing different perspectives.
That's right.
And if you can't handle it, you don't got to be here.
That's right. Because, hey, we're not on either side. So if you're a conservative, you might be upset with us. If you're not a conservative, you might be upset with us. If you're a liberal, you might be... Hey, it is what it is. We're just going to give you guys our perspective and our opinion. And like my husband said, we're not scared. We're not running from it. And one thing about us is we're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about religion, which are the things that they say you're not supposed to talk about. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about it.
That's right.
That's right. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead on and get off into our first article. So I'm sure, unless you've been living under a rock, you guys have heard Trump coming out talking about he wants to get rid of certain items that pertain to Black history and slavery. And so we're going to go ahead on and get off into the first article and get a little bit more information on what he's trying to do.
This article is from ABC News. Trump says Smithsonian should focus on America's brightness, not how bad slavery was. This is our president, y'all.
This is the president right here. This is what, out of all the things he got to do, this is what he want to focus on.
And look at his face, too. Don't it match the title?
It do.
Right?
It do.
Man.
President
Donald Trump on Tuesday confirmed the White House is conducting a review of the Smithsonian museums and expressed frustration over their portrayal of dark parts of America's history, including slavery. The Smithsonian is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future, Trump wrote in his social media platform. That wasn't a very good Donald Trump impression of me, was it?
No, but...
I just read it in my voice, in Jaden's voice.
Hey, it's all good.
The Smithsonian is out of control. Where everything discusses how horrible our country and how bad slavery was.
Oh, you did
About
that.
like a 6,
Yeah,
7.
you did that.
About a 7. About a 7, right, fam? Not the greatest, not the worst.
That's right.
We are not going to allow this to happen. And I have instructed my attorneys to go through the museums and start the exact same process that has been done with colleges and universities where tremendous progress has been made. Trump added, this country cannot be woke because woke is broke. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want people to talk about it, including in our museums. I sound like one of them Simpsons.
Oh yeah, one of the Simpsons.
Is it like
characters.
Mr. Burns, or I'm trying to think?
Yeah, Mr.
Burns. I sound like Mr. Burns a little bit. That's Jaden at 60, Mr. Burns.
Oh man.
Let's put it side by side with me and Mr. Burns.
Oh, you and Mr. Burns. Oh man.
We both yellow.
Yep. That's facts.
ABC News reported last week that the White House planned to do a wide-ranging review of the Smithsonian's institutions exhibitions. Thank you. Exhibitions and operations ahead of America's 225th anniversary next year. See how we're doing? Excellent. In a letter sent to Lonnie Bunch, the secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, the White House wrote that it wants to ensure that the museums reflect the unity, progress, and enduring values that define the American story. When Trump visited the National Museum of African American History and Culture in 2017, he had a different opinion about the discussion of slavery in the museum. Of course he did.
He always changing it up.
In his remarks that day, he praised Bunch, the current secretary of the Smithsonian, who was then the founding director of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Trump referred to the museum as incredible. Incredible. Done with love, and a truly great museum. Okay, I'll stop with the first. It's getting annoying. I'm annoying myself. He praised abolitionist figures, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, and Frederick Douglass. He even recounted a story he learned about a runaway slave. He called the tour of the museum a meaningful reminder of why we have to fight bigotry, intolerance, and hatred in all of its very ugly forms.
I wonder what changed.
It's a good question. Sounds like two different Trumps.
Two different Trumps, right? It seems like, he's trying to cater to a certain demographic of people, it seemed like, this time around in his presidency.
And the year, when was this? 2017?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to tie it to see if, was he trying to get votes at this time? I got to go back in my...
Because he was what? He was president...
He was president before that.
Yeah, before that.
But he was running again.
Yeah, he was running again. He ran again, what, 29? Was it 2020? Sorry, y'all. Yeah.
So anyway. That's okay. There's no connection there. I was trying to see. If there is, let us know, family. But I don't think. Because you see politicians, they do that. They pander to a certain demographic in order to get votes. I wonder if that was a play right here, but probably not.
It might have been, though. It might have been because looks like Trump had two different presidencies, and he was he's different on each presidency. His last presidency was different from this presidency. This presidency seems like he's trying to cater to a different demographic.
The article continues. The White House review is said to be focused on 8 museums, including the National Museum of African American History and Culture, the National Museum of American History, the National Museum of National History, the National Museum of American Indian, the Smithsonian American Art Museum, the National Air and Space Museum, the National Portrait Gallery, and the Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. Trump signed an executive order back in March directing Vice President J.D. Vance and Interior Department Secretary Doug Burgum to remove improper ideology. Remove improper ideology. Ideology. I'm going to highlight that. From all areas of the Smithsonian. Last week, ABC News visited the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of American History and National Museum of African American History and Culture and took photographs of multiple exhibits, displayed information and historical artifacts about slavery, segregation, and the civil rights movement. And the article, I believe, comes to an end. Yes, it does. So that is the article from ABC News.
Yeah. And so, so Trump was actually running in 2017. He ended up winning that year, and he was president from 2017 to 2021. So that could have been the reason why he had a different change in tune, right? Because I think he was, and even in this last run, he was trying to cater a little bit. I'm not saying fully cater, but to the Black demographic. And so maybe in 2017, when he was running, I don't know when exactly in 2017, he had went and said all that stuff, like completely different chains of tune, but maybe it could have been so he can try to get some of the Black vote.
Baby, I appreciate that. Hey, family, you know what time it is. It's time to give.
Hey.
fill up this donation cup with
Close the doors.
Money. Yes, close them doors. We just playing, fam. We just playing.
We just playing. But yeah, I mean, it's really crazy, the switch up.
Yeah.
You know?
There may be a connection there. 2017, is it a coincidence or is he trying to get votes?
Yeah, it definitely seems like it was probably because he was trying to get some buzz. Now, I don't know exactly when in 2017, but maybe he was trying to, get more, of the Black community on his side. And even this past presidency, it's like he tried some things, but now that he is in office, his tune has switched. It's almost like the bait and switch, right? Like, and then he talks about, how he has so many people, like Black people who, like Black supporters or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, why now all of a sudden you have an issue with the Smithsonian, with the Black History Museum, the National Black History Museum, and now you're trying to come through and have your lawyers and attorneys look through and pick out things that you feel like don't belong in there. First off, who gives you that authority? Like, I know you're the president, but who says that what your opinion is? Mind you, you're not a dictator. This is not dictatorship.
He's not a dictator?
Well, it's not supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
It's not supposed to be a dictatorship.
Kind of almost seems like it a little bit. There's like hints of it.
Yeah.
Hints of it.
And that's why people, I'm sure you guys remember, everyone was doing those parades, and the parade was no dictators, right? And that's why people feel that way, that he's trying to be like a dictator, because who gives him the authority to go through the museum and pick what he feels like shouldn't be in there?
I tell you what, though, Donald Trump, hate him or love him, he got charisma.
That's facts.
You have an opinion about him. You feel a type of way about him. Either way you cut it, he has the cult of personality. Mm-hmm. You either hate him or you love him. He is polar.
That's true.
Honestly, I respect that about him.
Yeah.
I can take the good and the bad. I can divide the good and the bad. And just looking at Donald Trump, he does speak his mind.
Yeah.
To a fault. And he is the president. He's supposed to be a man above reproach, about diplomacy. He is the leader of the United States of America. However, he conducts himself like somebody at the bar.
He do.
Who's had too many drinks.
Too many drinks, right? He just say whatever's on whatever comes to mind, he just say it.
But that's what people love about him, though.
That's true.
That's what people love about him. He just keeps it a buck.
That's true.
And even people that disagree with him, they still, in a way, feel him. Or they agree, And look, fam, I come from the Hebrew Israelite community, and our community is very, it has a variety. We're not all the same. I'm about peace, love, and unity. I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
That's
you feel
right.
me? I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Hey.
Facts. Don't let this light skin fool you now. Now, I'm kind, but I'm not nice. With that said, I'm about peace, unity, and love, salvations for everybody. So I do talk about religion, and in this channel we speak about politics as well.
That's right.
And we speak about religion as well. So we're definitely,
we don't run from nothing.
Yeah, we ain't scared, family. And even in the Hebrew Israelite community, where there are individuals in my community that have a strong stance, and I'll just keep it a buck, they're bigots.
Yeah.
I got some bigots in my community, and it's a shame. But even the bigots within my community, for whatever reason, they kind of have a liking towards Donald Trump, because what they like about him is they see what they get. Like, they get what they, like, he keeps it a buck. Like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
So I've heard Hebrew Israelites say, I love Trump. And I even had, I remember doing live streams asking my community, who are you going to vote for, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? And I was caught by surprise. Many supported Donald Trump, which is really fascinating. I didn't know what to think of that. But what I'm saying is that even those in my community who don't like Donald Trump, in a way they like him.
That's right.
Because his supporters, some of his supporters, not all of them, but some of his supporters are racist, are bigots. They use the MAGA hat and the MAGA symbol to hide their racism. And for some of them, they use the MAGA symbolism to promote their racism and be open about it.
That's right.
So my community is the opposite of that, where it's like they don't rock with the whole white power thing, but they speak against the white power and promote black power. So even though they don't use the word black power, but they have contrary beliefs where it is racist. I ain't gonna lie. You got some in my community that are racist, but they have strong opinions
Let's
about
just be honest.
the Caucasian man.
Racist can be in any community.
Yeah. But they have some strong opinions about the Caucasian man, and they promote the black man and also the Hispanic and the Native American as well. So like, even though like they're on the opposite side, they still agree.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. But I've heard it quoted before. I don't know who it's from. I want to say, I don't know who the quote is from, but I heard it quoted said that I'd rather hear from a racist white person that keeps it real than opposed to, a liberal who hides their racism. It's something like that. I don't know exactly who said it. I'm definitely paraphrasing. I'm definitely botching the quote. But I think with my community, they like that about Trump, where it's like, he ain't hiding how he feels. Where with certain liberals, they hide what they feel. They hide their racism. They hide their bigotry. Where Trump and his supporters, they don't. At least it appears that way.
It appears that way,
It appears that way.
Yeah, because, I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that Trump is racist. Whether or not he's racist, I don't know. I couldn't really say. But what I will say, like to my husband's point, there's plenty of black people that are in support of Trump. I mean, yeah, we don't hear about them that much, but they're out there for sure. And they go hard for Trump. They go hard for, Republicans. And, some of their points I fully understand, right? I think that there's issues with both, right? Whether it's a Democrat, whether it's Republican, there's issues with both. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I think that, like my husband said, with the Democrats, they're more like, not as in your face when it comes to, the whole, wanting to, I'm not going to say racist, right? But what I will say is kind of like, okay, they coddle you. They try to make you feel better about like, yourself, whatever the case may be. Like, oh, yeah, we support, typically the Democrats, they'll support, welfare system and, the aid to people. Whereas the Republicans are more on the like, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps type deal, right? So, which could rub people the wrong way. But nevertheless, like my husband said, yeah, there's plenty of people who voted for Trump, especially over Kamala Harris. Let's be honest. Kamala Harris had her, anybody who heard her in the interview could understand why you might be a little hesitant on voting for her.
Man, she's from our area too.
Yeah,
my family was originally from Frisco. We originally from the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And she was what, the district attorney of San Francisco for years. And then she moved up to, was it the Attorney General of California? Correct me if I'm wrong, but she moved up in position to a political position in California. I want to say it's Attorney General. I'm not sure. I have to Google it.
Yeah,
ChatGPT, fam, double check me.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been involved in California for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, she seemed like she flip-floppy. Where like with Donald Trump, I don't get that. But I ain't gonna lie, from this article, I kind of got that.
Right.
I kind of got that.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, usually he doesn't flip-flop. He usually just speaks it. He just speaks his mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just seems like he's trying to cater to a certain demographic now, with some of these things that he's been saying recently. Trying to promote, the idea that, we're America, we ain't never did nothing wrong here, and it could also come off like, he's trying to promote, more of those, those white conservative values. So,
Yes.
Yeah, interesting for sure. What do you guys think about this whole thing with Trump trying to remove some of these Black history articles from the National Black History Museum?
Yes, let us know, family. You don't have to agree with us either. We are objective. We love to hear different perspectives. We are here to learn and talk about it.
For sure.
We're here to talk about it, fam. And also, Donald Trump and his administration, the removal of DEI. We also got to keep in mind of that. So it seems like they are promoting, I'm going to say it, Caucasian, Christian, conservative values. The triple C's. Caucasian, Christian, conservative.
Yeah, 100%, and even...
and I say this out of love, family. I'm mulatto. I'm mixed, I'm light skinned. So it ain't no hate thing over here. It's just, hey,
that's
we
gotta
keep it a buck, right?
That's how it comes off. We just gotta keep it real. That's how it comes off.
Let's make America great again. When was America really great? There's great things about America.
Yes.
Absolutely. There's opportunity to become an
100%.
entrepreneur, to become a landowner. There's so much rights here.
Yeah.
But man, we had to go through a lot.
Yeah.
For the progress, and we're still fighting for progress.
100%.
But if you ask a Black conservative, there's no progress. All the progress has all been made. There's nothing to see here.
Don't even think about the past. Don't even think about the past. The past, that's over, said and done.
Get over it.
Get over it.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. This is the stuff that you hear. This is the rhetoric that is heard.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, interesting. What do you think about what he's trying to do?
Donald Trump?
Yeah. With the Smithsonian Museum.
It matches his personality.
Yeah.
To speak on something and get his attorneys involved. It's very Donald Trump-like.
That's for sure. Yeah.
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 That's my opinion on it. I mean, this is the president. Look.
Yeah.
Y'all voted for him. Well, I don't know if you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you're a Black conservative. Maybe you're a conservative.
Yeah.
But check it. If you ask me, one bird, two wings.
That's right.
Two wings, one bird.
Are
they really for us? The Democrats, are they really for us? That's right. The Democrats, are they really for us?
Bring it out.
The Republicans, are they really for us? I at least would say the Democrats have something that Republicans do not have with our community. Rapport.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of time building a bridge, a relationship with the Black community. They show out. They show up to the rallies. They show up to the churches.
Yeah.
That's right. But with the Republicans, you don't see that as much.
100%.
So they have something over the Republicans, which is rapport, a relationship. Now, there are 3 keys to life. There's the pyramid of life. I'm an Israelite. I don't really rock with pyramids, you feel me? But if I'm going to rock with this pyramid: health, wealth, and relationships. And I'll tell you what, the Democrats have a relationship with the Black community, and Republicans, generally speaking, do not.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why a lot of our community just vote for the Democrats.
Yeah.
We just brought up to vote for the Democrats.
It's true.
And not even question it.
Yeah.
You just vote. You just Democrat.
Vote to vote. Yeah.
And this is pre-Obama. Pre-Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Pre and after Obama.
Yeah, 100%. 1,000%, you know. So but as far as what he's doing in the Smithsonian Museum, it's wrong, right? Him trying to come through and basically remove what really happened. Obviously, there's a lot of problems with that. There's a lot of issues with that because you're covering up what really happened here in America, right? But I just think it's important for us as a community to talk about it, right? We all have nowadays, we live in the social media age, right? So we can all come out here, we can all give our opinions, we can all give our perspectives, and we can speak on what truly happened in this country. As we know, slavery did happen. As we know, slavery was horrible. So let's continue to make sure that we are saying it, right? Because, hey, we don't know what Trump is trying to do, you know, whether or not he's trying to erase what really happened. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day because it's up to us to let it be known what happened here in this country. It's up to us to teach our children about it. And it's up to us to make sure that not only do we teach ourselves about it, but we also come from out of that knowing who we are and what we can do as a community.
Well said. And I got to say, even though I originally said, well, that's Donald Trump being Donald Trump, is very consistent with his behavior.
It's on brand.
However, that don't make it right.
Yeah.
What you said, how you explained that we should not hide what happened in this country.
Yes.
Everybody should know, not just our community. Everybody must know.
That's right.
What our ancestors had to go through. Check it. It is a miracle that we are here today.
100%.
A miracle. Slavery in America, through the transatlantic slave trade, chattel slavery.
That's right.
Was like no other slavery.
That's true. 100%.
You best believe that. You better ask somebody.
100%.
So to try to downplay slavery, American slavery, which was the worst slavery of all time.
That's right.
Is deceptive and it's evil.
That's right.
Now you got me triggered. Yeah. Now you got me thinking. Yes, I can say it's Donald Trump-like. However, that does not make it righteous.
That's right.
For him to try to remove and cover up the atrocities that were committed to our people, that shows who he really is.
That's right. That's right.
It shows his deception.
Yes.
And it shows his evil.
Woo.
Take that.
That's right.
Black conservative.
Hey, bring it out.
Respectfully. We can't just get over it.
No.
It's in our epigenetics.
That's right.
Epigenetics. Epigenetics.
That's right.
The trauma that our ancestors had to endure and survive through the power of our God, survive the transatlantic slave trade. It is because of them that we are standing here today.
That's right. That's right.
You better not get over it.
That's right.
You better remember where you came from.
That's right. That's right.
And remember where you were before the transatlantic slave trade. Talk to me.
Woo.
Talk to me.
Bring it out.
Know who you are. Know where you came from. Know your history before 1619.
That's right. That's right.
Am I turning red? Am I turning red like this cup? It's not a MAGA hat, by the way. This is not a MAGA cup, by the way.
No, it's definitely not.
This has Mr. Kind of, barely, sort of, faded off. What's in the cup? Just coffee.
Just coffee.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Are you sure that's coffee or is that Henny?
I wish it was some hand right now. Man, we get this show really started.
Okay, get that show. Start.
Yeah.
Unfiltered, uncut version.
Yeah, we got to put that on the Patreon.
That's right. Wow, baby, that was amazing. Go ahead on and let's pass the collection plate around.
Oh, yes, I get a collection pass around.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm not grandstanding. I'm keeping it real, family. I'm not even preaching.
Nah.
But for us to say, oh, just get over it. No. Remember where you came from.
Please.
Check it. The Israelites, were they told to just get over slavery of Egypt?
No.
No. We were told to remember.
That's right.
Bondage, slavery in Egypt. Have you heard of Passover?
Ooh, yes.
Probably not, because Pastor Pork Chop didn't teach you.
Oh, yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
He's too busy eating pork chops.
Man. Ooh. Ooh.
On Easter. Okay. Okay, I know. That's enough, Jay. That's enough. Hey, we talk about it, though.
Let's keep it real.
Look,
let's keep it real.
Look, don't get over it. It's part of our duty to remember
yes.
slavery.
That's right. And we need to talk about it. It don't matter what's going on with Donald Trump and what he's trying to do. We must continue to talk about it. We cannot ignore it. Let's make sure that we are letting people know, letting our children know what really happened here in this country and what we really have done as a Black community to really overcome all those wrongs that did happen to us and still to this day happening to us. So to sit here and try to act like that didn't happen or it wasn't a big deal is completely asinine. Like my husband like to say, ass a 10, ass a 11. It's not right. It's just not right. So yes, family, let's make sure that we are up on our own Black history and let's make sure that we are talking about it.
And this is no disrespect to Donald Trump, the person.
Yeah.
Now, to call somebody a racist, that is a harsh accusation to make, but he's showing symptoms of racism. Right. He's got racist-like symptoms. And so do a lot of conservatives.
That's right.
And Black conservatives, not all, but some of them have self-hating symptoms. Ooh. They hate the reflection that they see in the mirror. They really want to be like them.
Well,
but deep down inside, they know that they are not accepted by them.
Bring it out.
But want to live in denial, live in la la land, and pretend like everything is equal.
That's right.
Everything is fair. I'm not saying all Black conservatives are delusional. I'm saying some Black conservatives are delusional.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. And it'd be like they be caping more for what Donald Trump, they be caping for him more than anybody in the Black community.
Woo!
You know,
man, that's like, let's say superhero.
Yeah.
Donald Trump like a superhero.
To them, okay? They love them some Donald Trump.
A symbol of pride.
He can't do nothing wrong.
Right?
Y'all.
Even when he says the most disrespectful, unprofessional things, he gets a pass. Why? Because he has the cult of personality.
100%. 100%.
He has that. He has charisma. He speaks his mind. He is a fighter. He is tough. He doesn't back down. He is wealthy. And also, he's beat the system a few times too. With those cases. He beat the cases. Hey, if there's anything that he has with the Black community, because we are objective, man, I ain't gonna lie. When he almost got assassinated, depending on how you look at that, if you want to say that's staged or whatever, we got people who got all kind of
all types.
I don't believe that was staged.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When he survived that, I was happy for him.
Yeah,
and for his family that he was not assassinated. And for him to come out to 50 Cent.
I know.
Many men. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, Teflon Trump. Okay. Okay. And then also beating all the cases. Like he beat the cases. I mean, as a Black community, I mean, we hear about that in our music, our rap music about beating the cases and beating the system. But so there's a certain liking. There's a certain connection. And we want to keep it all the way 100.
Real,
but honestly, do Black conservatives support that? Probably not. If anything, that would cater towards more of those who are not even voting. I wouldn't necessarily say Black liberals, but to a certain demographic within our community that does not vote. There are people within the Black community that don't vote. And I ain't gonna lie, from my opinion, it's just an opinion, when he survived that assassination attempt, coming out to many men and beating the cases,
Yeah.
beating the feds.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot within our community that does not vote, that might have gave them a reason to vote.
100%.
Especially black men.
Yeah.
That might have something to do with him winning the election.
Yeah.
Because we heard the pushback from black women.
Yeah.
Black women in general were supporting Kamala Harris. Now, is she black? I don't know. I like to think that she's probably not. I don't know if she's black American, but if she's of African descent, I don't know. There's been claims
yeah.
saying that she's not. But however you look at that, the black women in America have supported Kamala Harris, and even to the point when she lost, blame the black man that she did not win. Maybe because there was a certain demographic within our community that voted for Donald Trump because, hey, he survived an assassination. He came out to many men.
Yeah, it's true.
And beat the cases.
Right? I mean, and we know about some of his pardons, right? He pardoned Lil Wayne. He pardoned, who else did he pardon?
Rock Nation, Jay-Z's partner.
Jay-Z's partner.
Should we pull up her name? Jay-Z's partner.
Yeah, give me just a second, because he's
Rock
other
Nation.
Yeah, other rappers as well. I want to say.
Well, this was a while ago, but he got one of the balls out of.
Oh, did he?
I believe so. He got one of the balls. Like the NBA players, the brothers. He got one of them out of China.
Oh.
Y'all remember that? That was some years ago. But there was something that happened in China and he got them out.
Desiree Perez.
Desiree Perez, okay.
Desiree Perez.
So yeah, this is a very layered conversation, family. But I don't know if black conservatives like that part about Donald Trump.
Well, I think Kodak Black. Yeah.
Do black conservatives listen to rap music?
They do. But I think that
What kind of rap music do they listen
to? Good question. I think that black conservatives, they use, the fact that he pardoned Kodak Black and pardoned Lil Wayne, they use all that. Oh, NBA Youngboy, they use all of that, and obviously we know him and Kanye West was cool, right?
Yeah.
So they use all that to say, well, he can't be racist, right? He can't be racist because, he's doing all these things for the black community. And, before he became president, black people liked him. So, they're using all of this.
He's hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, for real.
But then they had to part ways because
yeah.
I guess it looked bad for Snoop.
Uh-huh.
They might look bad for Trump too. Maybe they was just like, hey,
No, they kind of played Snoop Dogg. They played Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Y'all remember that?
I forgot. Yes.
Oh man, that was pretty
during the campaign when it was running.
That party. Yeah, they made him come out.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Woo! But anyway, that's why. Hey, before.
Well, this not Snoop Dogg 94. This not Snoop Dogg 95 that got a murder case.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop.
This OG Snoop. Now. This entertainer Snoop.
Man.
Shout out to Snoop, but kind of different.
Yeah, definitely different, right?
Yeah.
Definitely different.
Different phases, right?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out to Snoop. But anyway. So yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts on this.
Yeah, this is Snoop hanging out with Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not Snoop Doggy Dogg.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yes, family, y'all let us know though. What are your guys' opinions? What are your guys' thoughts on this? Are you a black conservative? And do you like what Trump is doing when it comes to this Smithsonian and him wanting to take down certain things that are in the Black History Museum? Let us know you guys' thoughts. Let us know your opinions.
Yeah, let us know your excuse for that. Explain yourself out of that. That you support the idea that he wants to remove history.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Smithsonian, their museums, they present history.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's crazy. But yeah, let us know. Let us know y'all's opinions. Listen, you are welcome here still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%. Well, this segues us into the recent debate that Amanda Seales had with a bunch of black conservatives. And, it's very interesting. how it all panned out. And so we're definitely going to go ahead on and we are going to check some of it out. Please feel free to check out it all. Obviously, we can't go through it all right here, but it is on the Jubilee channel.
Black culture is top.
All right, so what are we starting at? We're not going to play this whole thing. It's like an hour and 31 minutes, family.
Yeah, we definitely can't do that. But yeah, let's start at 1 minute.
Fair use, fair use.
Fair use, yes indeed.
1 minute, let's get it. Just let me know when to stop. We'll start here.
Yeah, that's cool.
See how we're doing. Hopefully everything is good. All right, cool.
By 20 Black conservatives. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
That's right.
That's right.
Off the get-go.
Completely agree.
Woo! I completely agree over here.
Yes, we deserve reparations.
That's right.
1000%.
Take that, Black conservative.
Okay.
Or conservative. You ain't got to be black or whatever.
Conservatives in general, right?
We still love you because you're our neighbor. We're
That's
commanded
right.
to love our neighbor as we love ourselves.
That's right.
We don't got to agree.
We
don't
can tell
gotta
you
agree.
we can tell you when you're wrong.
We actually love you when we disagree with you.
That's right. No.
This is how we show our love to you.
That's exactly right.
It's like, hey, it's heated.
All right, reparations, fair, necessary. My question would be, who's going to get it? Why would they get it? And how long are we going to sit here focusing on trying to get reparations? It's been how many years since slavery? 150 years, 1865? Whenever there's a real thing that this country wants to do, they do it. Stop Asian hate. Okay, there's a problem with the Asian hate. Let's draft a bill, sign it, and it's done. Anything needs to be done is done. With us, it's a carrot they dangle in front of us that they don't really want to do. And it's not going to help. We need education. Oh, it's not going to help? No, it's not. We need education. Getting a check from the government is not going to do that. And we need proper education. A lot of us go to these institutions where we're not really prepared, we're not really focused, and we don't get things that'll help us in the real world. So if you want to help Black people, a check from the government, from our tax dollars is going to get raised because, let's be clear, everybody in here is Black. We all American, we all got to pay taxes. It'll go to that. So I don't really see how this is going to help us at all.
Okay.
Woo! Y'all agree?
Well, yeah, let us know your guys' opinion. Do you guys believe that reparations would not help the Black community?
A check won't help?
That sounds a little crazy to me.
Yes, it will.
Shoot, it's gonna help me.
Yes, it will.
It's gonna help me. Let me let you know that right now.
For
okay?
sure, for sure, for sure.
Well, first I'll start with it will help on even just a moral level. The reality is that the United States has become very comfortable with the fact that it does not consider Black people equal, and it shows that in many ways that I'm sure we will discuss over the course of today. But ultimately, there has not been a committed, concerted effort to shifting the mindset around the use of Black people as a labor force in this nation. Back when it was slavery, now in the use of slavery as slave labor in prisons. So on a basic cultural level, reparations.
Woo! That's right. The
bring
13th
that
Amendment. The 13th Amendment. If you get locked up, you go to prison.
You working for pennies,
Yes, you are a slave.
literally.
Yeah.
Reparations are an act of repair. They are an effort to say, our bad, we see you now. We have seen that done with Japanese folks who were put in internment camps. We have seen that done with Jewish folks. We have seen that done even in the case of slave owners who received reparations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We might have to fact check that. Is that really?
Yeah, it's right.
I can believe it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You can't just say that. You gotta like show some sources.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
I'd love to see some proof on that.
Yeah, yeah. Now they put a fact check right there, and I guess you can scan it and kind of learn more.
Oh,
about
okay,
that.
right here. Okay, yeah. Slave
Yeah.
owners got reparations.
Slave owners actually did because
I can believe that.
Yeah, because they felt like, oh, well, I'm losing my source of income now.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's this country for you.
comes to the use of tax dollars to pay reparations, and this is going to come up a lot today. It's a matter of values, right? For me, my value system circulates around the fact that I think that as a community, we should all be engaged in repair for our community. So I don't think there should be any problem with there being tax dollars spent at repairing consistent efforts that have been made to impede Black people. So the reparations you're talking about are not just related to slavery. There's reparations that have been discussed all over this nation in different communities as it relates to particular massacres, as it relates to redlining and the impediment of Black people to earn wealth by having property. There's been impediments in various ways that can be repaired. And I want to also just add, there's reparations that are considered a cash payment from a government. There's also the version of reparations that shows up in how funds are applicated to specific groups of people. So there's multiple ways in which what you're stating cannot happen could very well happen.
Okay, now as far as the money going,
Woo! Make sure you like, subscribe, comment,
like, share,
all
comment,
the good stuff,
and subscribe. Yes.
Or if you don't like it, let me have it.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section.
Let me have it, fam.
100%. Let us know. But yeah,
Spin the chair, would you? The empty chair. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
It's like, where is Jaden going? I'm showing y'all where I'm going.
Yeah, I completely agree with Amanda Sills. Reparations is needed and necessary. If they can give reparations to everybody else under the sun, why is it that they cannot give us reparations? You know, why is it that this is a talking point, especially amongst a lot of Black conservatives, where it's like they just want to forget about the past, act like, well, you know, we're good now, or we don't need it, or this whole idea that if Black people got reparations, we wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, you're very much so generalizing a whole group of people. Mind you, there's several different types of Black people. I hate the idea that people think that all Black people fit into this one little box when we don't, right? Raise your hand if you would know what to do with some money if you got some reparations. Exactly. So I just don't get the whole idea that, oh, well, if we got reparations, it'll just go back to them anyway. That's besides the point. Even if it did go back, that's still besides the point.
It is. Well
It's
said.
a debt that is owed.
Fam, on my channel, I did a video that proves reparations are biblical.
That's right.
Reparations are biblical. I'll give you a clue. Pastor Poshop did not teach you this.
Nope.
The Asham. The Asham. You definitely never heard of that. That is the guilt offering, which they don't teach at that church. But I tell you what, reparations are biblical, and you can find that video where I explain the reparations that are due. I show an article, a scholastic article, that shows how much is due in reparations.
That's right.
And these were done by a variety of scholars. So with that said, reparations are biblical.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes. Got the red, black, and green. Okay.
Let's go.
That's right. Yes. Whew.
Let's continue.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead on.
Black conservative. How many black conservatives have this flag in the house?
0.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
0.
They'll probably say, what would they say about this flag? They have no idea.
They don't even know what it is.
They don't even know what it
They're
is.
just like, it's racist.
It's racism, right? It's black racism.
It's black racism.
It's black people oppressing white people.
Oh, man.
Which that's not what the flag is about.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
All right,
Where'd you
let's
like
go
to
to 2207. There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
What are the chances?
So you say that black on black crime is due to underfunding and over-policing, essentially.
Yes.
I actually don't necessarily disagree with one of those. I think that, however, the government, who do you think should be responsible for the funding piece of the black community? Should that be something that the government should step into, or should that be something that we as black people need to handle ourselves? Dr. Jordan Peterson and even Thomas Sowell and several others have stated one thing.
Oh, Thomas Sowell. They always quote.
Yeah, I know. They love
Black
him.
conservatives always quote
Man.
Thomas Sowell. And by the way, if you're wondering, my family, I'm going to throw them under the bus. They are conservatives. They are conservatives.
Minor
Poverty.
liberals.
Yeah.
And me and him, we're neither.
You neither. Yeah, I didn't vote for nobody.
That's right. Me
Yeah,
neither.
I'm in the demographic that doesn't vote.
Because unless they
On the
say,
national level. Now, if I'm going to vote, it will be on the city level, on the local level, and also the state level as well. But the federal level, the state level, the federal level in regards to the national level, I don't waste my time. But you can create change within your city.
you sure
Oh,
can.
yes, you can.
That's
There
facts.
are strategies that we can do, that we can implement.
That's right. 100%.
In crime, there's a
Now, the only time I'm voting is if the president comes out and says we're giving black people reparations. Then, hey, you got my vote.
Oh, man.
You got my vote then, okay?
Man.
You got my vote.
There's also a positive correlation in the black community of absentee fatherism being one of the root causes leading into criminality. Black males that grew up without a father are 10 times more likely to engage in criminal activity.
I got to agree with that.
100%.
I got to agree with that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, there's truth on both sides.
100%.
And we don't have to agree with that, Like,
no.
But
I
I personally agree with that. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm neutral. I ain't on no side.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm on the side who wants to cut the check.
Okay, that's right. Okay, but yeah, we understand that we do have certain issues in the community that need to be solved, and I'm not just going to cover my eyes and act like it's not there. Yeah, these are issues that we have to deal with as a community.
And so I think one of the...
Can I put a pin right there and ask you a question?
Ask me whatever you like.
What is the root cause of there being less fathers present?
Bad decision making on the part of the fathers. We live in a patriarchal system. Like it or not, men have dominated the socioeconomic, economic, and political power of this country and the world since our existence. So our bad decision making, especially when we focus on the black community, is the root cause of fatherlessness.
What type of...
I ain't gonna lie. I think he got a point there.
I do too.
If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I think he got a point there. But I don't think that's the root cause. The root cause is culture.
Woo!
The root cause is culture.
That's facts.
Big screen. Apps, get the hell out of my way. The root cause is culture.
That's right. That's right.
Just want to make sure y'all saw me. Saw us.
Okay, and heard us.
Yeah, heard us. Saw us and heard us. Let's
Culture. Yes, indeed. Because if we had the correct culture, then we wouldn't even have to worry about fathers not being in the home. Because it would be within our culture. It would just be normal. Fathers would just be in the home. You would actually be getting married before you have children.
And I kind of find it surprising, in a good way, that he said
Fathers.
it's
right?
on fathers.
Yeah.
Because I hear other black conservatives
That's right.
blame the black woman.
That's right. That's right.
I hear that spiel.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying. It's played out. It's whack.
Yes.
I hear that. Oh, it's her fault. It's the black woman's fault. But for him to say that it's on black men, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give him a salute there. But I will go even deeper in the diagnosis of the root cause. It's culture.
Ooh, no, that's a fact. That's 100% a fact. And also, too, for all those out there, because someone's going to say something, yes, there's accountability to be put on both men and women. But if you are the man, you call yourself the leader, then you got to take that, right? You got to take that if you're calling yourself the leader.
And check it. When I say culture, that involves knowledge of self.
100%.
I know that went over the black conservatives' head, just like this flag does. It waves over their head.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Culture involves knowledge of self.
100%.
A lot of us do not know who we are.
Oof.
Identity is so important.
It is.
But it doesn't just stop with identity. Once you find out who you really are, black man, black woman, black child, once you find out who you really are, it don't stop there.
That's right.
You have to tap into your culture.
That's right.
And if you'd like to know what your identity and your culture is, subscribe to my channel.
That's right. Go to Jaden Israel on YouTube. Yes, indeed.
Shameless plug. That was pretty shameless.
That's all good.
Decisions.
Not marrying the women we decide to lay down and have children with. Not being careful with the seeds that we plant in women. No woman can get pregnant without a man planting his seed inside of her. So therefore...
So it's marriage.
Well, that's a part of it. That's marriage is a part of it.
Okay.
But the true piece that I'm looking at is connectedness between familial units. The black community was at its economically strongest while being at its poorest during the segregation era. Prior to 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King in his last speech said that we have an annual income of more than $30 billion a year, which is more than all of the exports of Canada and more than all of the exports of the United States and more than the national budget of Canada. That was when we were economically at our poorest.
And also said that we've integrated ourselves into a burning house.
That's facts.
To the point where the feds was after him. He got wiretaps.
What he said in his last speech, this time we coming for the check.
That's right. Yes, Martin Luther King toward the end was not the same Martin Luther King in 1963, giving the I Have a Dream speech.
That's facts.
Yet, 85% of our black children were growing up with a father in the home. There was less black on black crime. There was less disenfranchised.
Why was there less black on black crime?
Because we needed to live together. We had to stick by each other. We had to.
What was there also less of?
I'm not sure where you're leading. That's a leading question. I don't like.
You don't like this?
He don't like leading questions. It's just questions.
Yeah,
The power is in the questions.
that's true.
Whoever asks the questions has the power.
That's right.
Because then you have to sit there and answer. And the best answer is saying, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. You tell me.
Let us know.
I'm here to learn, baby. I'm here to learn, baby. That's the best way.
I like leading questions. No, I like direct stuff.
So essentially, when we were living in our own communities, we were also policing our own communities. So we were not being used as statistics in the same way to determine how resources were provided to our own communities. When we were going to the government saying, hey, we deserve because we are supposed to be separate but equal, we weren't saying, hey, we want to be with y'all. We were essentially saying, we want what you are stating we deserve. And that is what all of the efforts of the civil rights movement has been. It's literally just been to say, you said when we got out of the Civil War that we would be considered citizens, and all citizens should be getting equal access to these things. However, you are actively allowing the Klan to harm us. You are actively allowing...
Who's killed more black people, the Klan or us?
They always use that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the famous conservative question.
That's the
Who's
favorite.
killed more people? Which is the apples and oranges type of question.
100%.
I would like to continue my statement.
Ah, look at the debate tactic. She wants to continue her statement. Even though she interrupted him with questions. When he asked a question, oh, you interrupted me. That's called debating skills.
You know she didn't want to answer that question.
Yeah, that was a good segue,
right?
Yeah, right. Like taking back control of the conversation.
Let me finish my statement.
Yeah, he looks a little like
like, oh man,
yeah,
I didn't get her with that one.
Right. He looks a little like struck. But she looks in control, like she's like going in.
I let you speak uninterrupted.
Woo.
When we talk about this concept of who is harming us, we are really making a false claim when it comes to black on black crime, as if there isn't white on white crime. There's also this unnecessary effort to try and pathologize black on black crime in a way that you don't try to pathologize white on white crime. There are white people killing each other every single day. Now, they may be on jet skis in the pictures after they shoot up their whole family, but nonetheless, there are white people killing each other every single day. Now, much of the reason...
Well, she is a comedian, so she's got to throw some jokes in there.
Yeah.
Dang.
Reason why you may see more numbers in terms of black on black crime are for two reasons. One, the statistics be lying all the time. We have seen
what
this.
Numbers? Okay, when you
we have
say
seen
that,
this in a real way. So in New Jersey.
When you say that, what numbers can be trusted? Because the previous speaker,
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay, so your sources.
You can't such number. No, I'm literally about to give you an example of numbers not being able to be trusted.
Okay, talk to me.
That's what I was doing. Okay, then listen.
Oh, my ears open.
So listen.
It sounds like she's like commanding the conversation. It is like her episode, and everybody else is a guest. To be fair, everybody's trying to get their like 2 minutes or whatever in.
It's true.
In New Jersey, they had a statistic that was created by the police department that said, look at how many black people are committing crimes. Look at how crazy this number is. These black people are so exorbitantly violent. Look at this. And then people went and actually matched the names that they were booking with the faces of the actual people incarcerated. And it was proven that they were lying.
So that's one instance. Hold on, you're talking to somebody that works as a...
Oh, he works at the police?
Police dispatcher. When I'm not...
Okay. I just want to hear. Yeah. He is from he's from law enforcement, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
But you gave me the tap, so I know what time it is.
Yes, because feel free to listen to the rest of it, but they kind of just go on, and it's not really any major point that's made after that, but feel free to check the rest of it out. But what do you think about that? What do you think about what she said, what he said? I would say that I do believe that some of these statistics are made up 100%. What do you think though?
I think so, but I don't think that all of them are. I think just using a few samples does not prove that every single
Yeah.
reporting of black on black murders, the numbers are fake or forged or
Yeah.
over exaggerated. Just using a few cases or a few reports where they have been lied to or there's been some misreporting, I wouldn't use that to say that all of them are wrong. That is
Yeah.
a fallacy
Yeah.
to do so. And he actually made a lot of points I kind of agree on. And this is just me being objective. Especially, I just want to just mention again that yes, black fathers, we have to take responsibility. We have to hold our family. We have to take control. We have to return back in our home. We have to be present for our wife and for our children. And we got to put a ring on it.
That's right.
That's right. We have to put a ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
No more shacking up. Let's
right.
listen to our elders who said, you better not be shacking up now.
That's right.
Don't
Let's
be
get back to
shacking
that.
now. Let's get back to that.
That's right.
Also, this is a touchy subject because my older brother was a victim of black on black violence. My older brother, who if you saw a picture of him and you saw a picture of me, you probably wouldn't think we were brothers. But my older brother was a black man who was murdered in the streets of East Oakland. This is a touchy subject for me. Now, I will still try to be objective to my best. Even though there may be cases where the reporting is false, the percentage of black on black violence is insane. Family, this is a real problem within our community. This is where I disagree with Amanda Seals respectfully. You have white on white crime. You have Asian on Asian. You have Hispanic on Hispanic. But when you compare the percentage, the ratio, we are killing our own people the most compared to other groups. And there are a lot of reasons why that is the case. But we're definitely not going to just point the finger towards the man and say it's all the man's fault. No, it's our fault as well. And we see a lot of that due to the fact that a lot of our people hate the reflection of what they see in the mirror. They hate themselves. They hate the Most High. So what is going to give us the idea that they're going to love you? They hate the Most High? They hate themselves? You mean to tell me they're going to love you? Our community suffers with black on black violence. That's why I disagree with Amanda Seals. This is a serious problem, a serious problem. The year that my older brother got murdered in East Oakland was number one in murders within black cities. Within urban cities, black cities, Oakland was number one. Oakland was number one in the crime rate. And what's so sick, you got those in our community that are proud of that. That's not culture. That's not knowledge of self.
No.
Those are the root causes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back to you.
Yeah. No, that was amazing breakdown. Yeah, it's terrible. Black on black crime is terrible, right? Yes, every culture does have crime highest against themselves naturally because it's proximity, right? We understand that. But yes, we can't just sweep under the rug the issues that we have when it comes to black on black violence, black on black crime. It's a real thing. We need to acknowledge it and we need to change it. And like my husband said, that comes from culture, changing the culture, right? We shouldn't be listening to rap songs where we're talking about murdering one another or hurting one another. This is all affecting the culture and the mindset around our brothers and sisters that's in our community, right? Someone steps on your shoe, you feel like you got to kill them for it. It's not right. It's not cool. So we got to change that culture, change those ideologies. Like my husband said, there's definitely self-hate involved in that. And also, too, I believe that unfortunately it becomes a culture, right? It becomes, that's all you know. You might be in this environment that's a grimy environment. Let's just be honest. Some of these hoods and some of these neighborhoods are terrible places to grow up, terrible places to live. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you don't have a lot of access to resources. You might be feeling like everyone and everything is against you. But my thing is, we have to get out of that mindset and know that the Most High is here for every last one of us. And we don't have to be downtrodden. We don't have to be put in this bad situation. Even if you were born in a situation that was not ideal, you can still get yourself out of that position with the Most High. Now, I know some people will be like, well, that sounds like pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Yes, to a certain extent, because we have to do that. However, we still are owed reparations. I will make that clear.
I'm on now.
But because we don't have them right now, we got to overcome, right? And the way we overcome is with the Bible, with the Most High, and with changing our culture.
Our elders are scared to walk down the street because of the gangsters that are outside on the block.
That's right.
Messing up our community with gangs, violence, pimping, drugs.
That's right.
That's not culture. That's not who you are.
It's not. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cute. It doesn't make you it doesn't make you cool. No, it makes you stupid. Let's just be honest. It makes you an easy target.
And we see the same problems throughout our cities, not just Oakland.
No.
But you find it throughout America. It's a deep problem that we have to address. We have to hold our community accountable.
We do.
But it has to be a paradigm shift. Yes. Something that is just going to cause us to rise, to stand up on our feet, to return back to being fathers.
That's right.
To return back to being husbands. To return back to being a trinity.
That's right.
Black man, Black woman, Black child.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And I land my plane.
Beautiful, 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 baby. No, that was beautiful.
That's right. I get passionate. We get passionate.
Yeah,
so
we do, because this is, a touchy subject, of course, for the community. You know what I'm saying? And we understand that we as a community have had to overcome way more than any other community. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest about that. Yes, we have had to overcome way more. No, we have not been dealt with the same resources as other communities have. Yes, during slavery, our families were torn apart during slavery. That did indeed happen, right? We did see oppression when it comes to getting access to jobs, access to income, right? So we understand all that, and that is real, and that is a fact, okay? So we don't want to sit here and act like that's not a thing, because it is, right? There is causes for these issues. We understand that. However, we have to rise above it, especially in 2025. In 2025, we don't have any excuses. I'm going to just be honest. We do not have any excuses in 2025. You have access to the internet. You have access to money now, especially with the internet, right? Any and everyone could now come online and find a way to make some money, right? So we can't really use the same excuses anymore that, oh, well, the man is holding us back and he's not allowing us to be able to make money. We got to get it on our own, and we can get it on our own legally. So that's what we got to start doing. We got to start, getting the information, getting the knowledge, seeking and searching it out. We all got a phone. Everybody got a phone. Everybody got internet. Go ahead on and find. There's so many ways to make money now. There's Etsy. You can do Etsy for the low. You don't even have to spend a lot of money.
You can start for free.
You can basically start for free.
Start for free. Yeah.
Right?
So many ways to get this
There's
paper.
so many ways to get money. You can start reselling things. All legal methods, okay? All legal methods that we can do nowadays, so we don't have any excuses now. That's over and done with. Okay, the excuses, we do gotta let those go. 100%.
Beautifully said.
Yes, yes. All right, let's go ahead on and dig into a little bit more.
Where would you like to go?
Let's go to 3111.
3111. Bam.
Do you think we're resilient? What does resilience mean to you? Do you think we have to be perpetual victims, or do you think that Black people are resilient?
I think that those are two different conversations. I think that the concept of Black people being victims is really trying to not provide accountability to where the root problem for the actual cause is. And if we keep saying that somebody is a victim and that doesn't mean that the other person should have to actually have accountability, then what are we really doing? You can do both. You can be a victim and be resilient.
How do we do both if you stay in the victimhood? That's my question.
But your statement about Black people staying in the victim place is also your point of view.
But how do we rise above it?
We continue to rise above it by, one, pouring into our communities with mutual aid, but two, by simultaneously making sure that we are challenging the systems that are in place to impede us. We have so many opportunities where we are trying to do mutual aid, and those things get disrupted by folks who want to have capitalist gain, by folks who want privatization. We used to have all these mom and pop businesses in our communities.
There's over 3 million Black millionaires in America right now.
Yeah, I don't think Amanda Seals answers her question.
Yeah,
I'm here, but
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I ain't no turncoat. I ain't switching up, man. I ain't no switch hitter. I'm just saying, like, her question seems more like just economical. And honestly, even though reparations due, let's go.
It is due for sure.
The Black community has a lot of money. We have a lot of money.
We do.
We have more money than most countries.
We do. We literally do.
Yes, Dr. Boyce Watkins brought that out.
That's right.
So if you don't believe us, check Dr. Boyce Watkins. He brought out the information, the numbers, because I'm a numbers guy, that our community actually has more money than many countries.
100%.
But the reparations are still due, though.
Reparations is due.
However, that's not going to fix the problem. Just more money. I mean, it will help for sure, but it's not going to fix it. That's why I stand on culture. The problem is culture, which involves knowledge of self. Not just knowledge of self, because once you know who you are, it don't stop there. That's really where it begins.
That's where it begins.
And check it. Every other nation pretty much knows who they are. They know their history. They know their genesis.
That's right.
They know the story that kept, they know the stories that kept them together. They know the oral traditions.
Yes.
The laws, the customs, their heritage.
Yeah.
Our community, all of that has been taken from us.
True. 100%.
So I don't think her question really answers, but it's okay. At least she had an answer, but I just don't really. But you can feel free to.
I actually agree with you. I don't think she really answered that question.
Because there are a lot of people in our community that have a victim mentality.
That's true. It's true.
And I used to have a victim mentality. But let me tell you what, it's not a powerful mentality.
Nah.
It's not a mentality that's going to make you want to get it out the mud.
Yeah.
It's a mentality that's going to make you feel sorry for yourself.
Yeah, and it's going to leave you in the same place. If you see yourself as a victim, you're not going to feel like you can rise above. But I'm here to tell you that you can rise above and you are not a victim. You're not a victim unless you allow yourself to be a victim.
Woo! Fire.
Okay, baby, let's go ahead on and we're going to jump up to 50-15.
50. 15. 50, 15. We'll go, I get as close as I can. 50-12, how's that?
Yeah.
Are not going to put their racism on the books.
Oh, that's true. Obviously not going to put on their books. But when it comes to the Civil Rights Acts of 1964, then you also want to talk about the one in 1968. They did actually give more fair housing equality.
That was
obviously
the goal.
Yeah, that's true.
But you see, that's the thing. It's like if so that's the difficult part of not changing a culture. You can change the law all day, but
she said culture. She just said changing a culture. Okay.
As Martin Luther says, that's
Sorry for
obviously, yeah, that's true.
But you see, that's the thing. It's like if so that's the difficult part of not changing a culture. You can change the law all day, but as Martin Luther King Jr., as the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. talks about in his final book, he says, I feel like I integrated my people into a burning house because he understood America to be a place of morality.
Well, when it came back to even back in the 1960s, like Lyndon B. Johnson actually proposed many systems in place where he actually won.
People still got lynched.
Well, I mean, I can't really say that's a systemic problem. That's definitely a personal heart problem. Those are more people's individual choices against someone else. But when it came down to,
the system that's in place does not incarcerate those people or create any repercussions for those actions, then it is systemic.
Well,
because when you don't allow for there to be repercussions for harmful behaviors of the people, you're literally saying our system is okay with this. So that's what Black Lives Matter is about, right? Saying like, okay, if police are going to act in this way, well, there should at least be fair repercussions across all people that they're doing this to, and they're not carrying out those repercussions for Black people. Why? And so the system is supporting this personal point of view that you're talking about, and that's what makes it also systemic, along with the fact that we know for a fact that the number of Black people incarcerated is greater per capita than white people. We know that Black people are having longer sentences for the same crimes than white people. This not me making that up. Like, that is actual data.
Right,
so
pause.
Systemic is real.
That's right. That's right. Systemic racism is
It's
real.
100%.
Well said.
Yeah. Systemic racism is 100% real. You know, to her point, you know, there's still that culture here in America that white is right. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? There is certain privileges, let's just be honest, that they get. Like Amanda Seales said, if, you know, a Black person does a certain crime, I mean, you can even look at it when it comes to the drugs, right? Why is it that cocaine gets less time than crack got, right?
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
let's just be honest. We know that there is systematic issues.
And they want to
systematic
call it,
racism.
it's a war on drugs in the 80s.
Exactly. And then with the opioid crisis now, oh, whoa, it's the opioid crisis. We feel so bad. We got to get them help. Well, where was this help when it was the crack, when it was the crack era, you know? No, they didn't want to help them. They wanted to lock them up and throw away the key.
And you got 3 strikes, you're out in the United States. Oh,
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
In California, you had the 3 strikes rule.
100%. And that was by a Democrat. So,
Yeah, that was, yeah. That was under the Clinton administration.
it sure was. Which some,
But are they really on our side?
exactly, because some people,
Democrats, are they really on our side?
are they really on their side? Let's bring that out.
1 bird, 2 wings.
That's right. That's right.
That eagle.
Facts. All right, baby. Let's go ahead on, and we're gonna jump to 1 minute and 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Which is really deep. I really want to drop a gem, but about the eagle. I'm gonna save that.
Save
I'm
it?
gonna
Okay.
save that.
Oh,
Unless you
okay.
ask me about it, then I explain it. But there's some symbolism behind the eagle and us as a community and where we are at today in the United States. There's some deep connections, but I don't want to go there. Let's go to
1 minute and 7 seconds.
1 hour and
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 hour.
7 minutes or.
Oh yeah. 1 hour 7 minutes. There you go. Almost. Yeah.
I think we'll just go right here.
Yeah.
And I'll just skip up a little bit. Just make sure we're good. Awesome.
Saying that as a school, he's not just looking out for himself, looking for all these kids as well. So it's like, okay, I'll break.
Oh, he got another turn.
I know you got another turn.
I never seen this show, by the way. This is actually my first time. We're up here analyzing it, but I've never seen this show. But it seems like it's very, 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 very popular.
Yeah, it's popular.
Myself up and then bring everybody else up rather than relying upon the corporations and white people to lift us up. That's where we come
So
from.
I
Black
think there's a
conservatives.
difference between relying on and acknowledging that there are impediments of. And I want to acknowledge the reality that we keep seeming to bump up against, which is that everybody has equal ability. And they don't. Everybody doesn't have the same impediments. So, for instance, I grew up with a single parent, not because...
Me too.
I grew up with a single parent, not because my father was some deadbeat that didn't have... My father has a MD from Harvard. My father has an MBA from Tufts.
My dad was a firefighter, so working class, conservative.
He just didn't want to be a parent. So when we talk about this whole idea of like, oh, the blacks that are, you know, not doing the thing, it's not about necessarily what class you're in.
I'll hide the screen, babe. I got you. Let me go ahead and hide your screen. Bam. Now you see us, now you don't. Nothing to see here. All right, back to the video.
It's literally just about we live in a nation that gives the option of I don't want to be a parent. We live in a nation that gives the option of, I don't need to be in cooperation with our community. And as far as I'm concerned, Black conservatives do not address the needs of the working class, which are fair access to resources, which are equal access to getting jobs, which are equal pay to the same access as others. And we don't.
Equal to who?
Equal to other states even. Like, there's no reality where you can say that the same amount of white people are working low-wage jobs per capita as Black people. A lot of the reason is because there's such a disparate incarceration of Black people that it impedes their ability to get higher level education as well as higher level employment, because we know about disenfranchisement.
All right, there you go.
Hi, Layla.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Layla.
you. I would actually argue that the Black working class is failing themselves. Wouldn't you agree that, in order to...
All right.
All right, so is that we're gonna cover any more footage, or we're gonna
We just got
land there?
one more to cover.
Okay, you want to go ahead and skip to that right now?
Yeah,
or?
let's go ahead on. So 1 hour and 24 minutes and 6 seconds.
Of slavery, the party of racism.
There was a flip because the Democrats were more aligned with making these civil rights concessions than the Republicans. That's the flip. Ultimately, though, the flip is what people are misappropriating, because the flip isn't a 180, okay? If the flip is literally just, we was this and now we this. And that is not the same as we are for Black people. The Democratic Party is not for Black people, nor is the Republican Party. Any nation that has a bipartisan system that doesn't even allow for its own people to determine who are going to be the candidates for president isn't for its people in general, beyond Blackness. So it's imperative that we begin to truly understand the systems at work in this government that not only hinder us as Black people, but they hinder anyone who wants to see change, because they are ultimately working together. Now, do we see one party activating higher levels of discrimination than others? Yes. Do we see one party that is more violent per se than others? Yes. And we can say this on many different levels. But when it comes to like enacting genocide or destabilizing other nations, we know that that happens on an American level, regardless. Okay? I completely agree that the idea that you have to act a certain way as a Black person is really problematic, because the Democrats and the Republicans, neither of them actually care about Black people. And when we talk about...
Woo!
Bring that out.
Salute to that.
That's right.
Say it again.
Democrats and as a Black person is really problematic, because the Democrats and the Republicans, neither of them actually care about Black people.
Woo.
And when we talk about conservatism, or we talk about being a liberal, neither of these aspects were grounded in how do we help to repair the harm that we have caused an entire group of people who made it possible for us to even have a constitution. So you can sit here and show me whatever you want.
No. The only reason why I was going to show you this is because
Because even with that...
Woo.
All right, family. So make sure you continue to watch this video.
Yes.
Excellent video.
Yes, yes.
And subscribe as well.
Yeah. Please feel free to watch the rest of it. And yes, subscribe to Jubilee channel. And yeah. Wow. What are your final thoughts, baby? Where do you think Black people should go from here?
Return back to our real culture. Return back to knowledge of self.
That's right.
Learn our history before 1619. Look into it.
Yes.
If you need help, I got you. I got you. It's my honor and my privilege to share information that was denied to us in the school system and in those churches.
Ooh-wee. Yes.
So that's where we go from here. We need to unite. We need to come together. We must hold each other together. We must create reparations on our own. We must have the Black Messiah mentality. We must be
That's right.
the Black Messiah
That's right.
within our community.
Ooh.
Each of us need to be
That's
a
right.
Black Messiah.
Oh, bring it
Even
out.
though the conservatives, they hate the idea of the Black Messiah.
That's right.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Ooh.
Look him up. J. Edgar Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
Who hated Marcus Garvey, the creator of the UNIA and the creator of this flag.
That's right.
The hater of Fred Hampton. Have you checked out the movie, family?
Okay.
So we have to return back to who we really are.
Yes.
Return back to our real culture.
That's
In the words of Tupac, we have to change the way we eat.
Yep.
We got to change the way we live.
Yep.
The old way wasn't working.
Nope.
So it's up to us to survive.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, 100% facts. Facts on facts on facts. Yes, we need to get an understanding of what our true culture is, our real culture, the culture that we had before we got on to the slave ships, right? We need to learn that. And I'm gonna give you a little secret.
Uh-oh.
It's
You
in
gonna
the
give me a
Bible.
little something? Oh.
Yo, yeah, our culture. Yeah, the Bible. Yeah, that's our culture.
You mean
That's
that
our
book that's on my shelf that I ain't read in like 2 years?
yeah,
They
that
got
one.
the dust on it.
That one right there. That one right there. It shows you exactly what we're supposed to do in our culture.
Wow.
100%. I know. So yeah, it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. So yes, family, we need to get back to our true culture, our real culture.
Mhm.
We need to stop relying. I don't give a dang if it's Democrat. I don't give a dang if it's Republican. We need to stop relying on them. They don't have our best interests. It don't matter which one you go with. Like my husband said, it's two sides of one bird. They don't have our best interests.
That eagle.
That eagle.
It's that eagle.
They don't
You
have
can't trust that eagle.
Not at all. Not at all. They do not have our best interests at heart. I don't care how many times the Democrats bring Megan Thee Stallion and whoever else.
Pandering.
Okay? And I don't care how many times the Republicans or Trump comes out to many men. At the end of the day.
Pandering.
Pandering, right? At the end of the day, what are their policies? We need to be about ourselves. One thing about it is every community has every community has I'm missing the word for it.
Oh, I'm too familiar with. Yeah.
Yeah, dang. Sorry, y'all, I'm drawing a blank on the word, but basically, there's a word for it. I'm drawing a blank on the word, but basically,
Is it bumbleclad?
it's representatives.
Oh, it's not bumbleclad. Okay.
It's-
I just want to say bumbleclad.
It's basically representatives, right?
Okay.
Representatives for their community.
Because we got bumbleclads in our community. Okay.
We do have bummer class in the
Representatives,
community,
okay.
100%. But I'm talking about political representatives,
Okay.
right? Dang, there's actually a term for it, but I'm blanking on the term. Sorry, y'all. I'll put it in the chat though. I'll put the term in the chat when
That's
I remember it. You know how it goes. But anyway, we all need to become on one accord and fight for what we want, right? We need to rally for what we want. So just like, other communities, whether it be, the Jewish community, they fight for what they want, right? We need to do the same. The Asian community, they fight for what they want. They're not putting their bucks. They're not putting their money behind any candidate that's not willing to do what they want. And we need to be the same way. We need to come together. We need to learn our culture, build from within, take the money that we're making and put it behind somebody that's actually going to fight for us in the White House, right? That's how we see true change. There's so many ways that we can truly change the state of ourselves here in this country. And one thing that we need to have as a community is, like we said, like we've been saying, we need to have the culture. From the culture, we need to get the power. Well, from the culture, we can start making the money. Once we start making the money, we can start getting the power, right? That's how it works. Because in our culture, it tells us, in the Bible, it tells you how you can make money. Then from there, you get the power. Then from there, you can start making the true changes, the true systematic changes. But how you can come from a place with no power and demand changes?
That's right.
If you don't have any power, you're not going to be able to change anything. If you don't have any money to put behind it, let's just be real. We live in a capitalistic society. We are in a capitalistic society. For the better or for the worse, but that's where we are. If we live in here in America, we're in a capitalistic society. So if you notice, all these candidates that run for president, they get millions donated to them, right?
Yeah.
Millions and millions and millions. You think those people are donating millions for no reason? No, they're donating millions so that their agenda can get passed through that candidate. That's why they're donating. We need to do the same, right? So once we start building up our culture, start building up our communities, start building up our money, start building up our power, then we could truly see some changes. So all of this is very possible for us. We've seen other people who also were discriminated against in this country do it. I mean, that's one thing, that's one thing that the Jewish community has done and done very well, right? They were looked at in a certain type of way here in America, unfortunately, right? But they found a way to build themselves up, and we could do the same thing. And guess what? They used the culture right in the Bible.
Woo! Oh, I think you're giving them too much. Oh, man.
So let's do the same.
Gems.
Let's do the same. Let's not look at ourselves like no victims. Forget that. We got the Most High. How can we be a victim?
Right.
And like my husband said, we all are messiahs.
That's right.
So let's do it. Let's get back to who we truly are to be. There's greatness within us. 1000%. There's greatness within.
Before we leave out the door, make sure you fill up the donation plate.
Yes. Do it.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, family. Listen, this is definitely something me and my husband are passionate about, right? We care about. We definitely want our community to be great, right? We want our community to strive and to thrive. We know it's possible for us. But we just gotta, make a few changes, family. We just gotta make a few changes and we could be there. We could see the greatness that's within on the outside for sure.
Let's be the change that we want to see.
Ooh, that's facts.
Let's not rely on other communities. Let's not rely on the system. Yes, we should speak out. Yes, we can protest. Yes, we can fight for reparations with wisdom. However, we must take control of our homes, take control of our community. The change starts with us.
100%. 100%. Well, that's beautiful. So we're just going to leave it at that, family. Please let us know your guys' thoughts on the Amanda Seales debate, on what Trump is trying to do. Let us know your opinions. Listen, if you're a Black conservative, don't be scared to pull up in the comment section. We want to hear from you. If you're a Black liberal, we want to hear from you too. If you're an independent, we want to hear from you. Let us know your guys' opinions.
Because I agree with all y'all. Well, all of y'all got points.
Yeah, 100%.
The Black conservative, the Black liberal, and the Black independent.
That's fact.
And by default, we would be placed in independent.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's truth on both sides, as we saw with the debate.
Yes.
Both sides made some really good arguments.
Good points, 100%. But understand that none of these political systems are going to save you. We have to save ourselves.
That's right.
Woo. Well, family, thank you guys for staying here with us. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
And we have to say, we love you, fam.
Yes, family, we love you. And until next time, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden.
Peace.